In the darkest closets is a strange land of impractical gifts. The gifts of holidays past, never used, always forgotten. Buying the right gift can be a problem, but Cineplex Odeon has a solution. Cineplex Odeon gift certificates, always the right style, size, and color. This time, give a gift of laughter, romance, adventure. Give Cineplex Odeon gift certificates, the gift of entertainment.
Wobbling about.
Is that so?
Not a lot, but side to side.
Really?
Oh, the constant jolting, one of the spokes could break any moment. It's like a... Why, if it falls, a dynamite could go... You're crazy, Bonnet!
Mr. Bonnet! Some bad!
I climbed her highest mountains, and I sank beneath her seas. And I cursed that rancid fever that she carries in her breeze. But the glory of the eagle echoed from the start, that the ancient dust of Africa had settled in my heart.
That's the last time you'll ever see me in this place. Hands off!
Long boy, come and unload here. I'll be I'll drink to that girl.
What about you, darling?
What I would like is a bath.
Cost you £1, ducky. But you'll get more than your back scrub.
My shot. What you having, Squire?
Oh, thanks. I'll just settle for food.
Now, what brings you to Pilgrim's Rest?
Gold. Naturally.
Working to Standard Bank in Cape Town knows a lot about gold. Naturally.
Speculating?
I thought I'd just look around.
It's none of your business.
Hey!
Lock off. Get off.
Well, what's wrong with it?
It's the run to the litter. Tom wants it drowned.
Well, I'll take
Hey,
it.
you can't. It's not weaned yet.
Oh, just give it to me anyway.
It's an act of mercy, man.
Get off, man!
the hell's going on?
Where did you find him? Don't let him drown the puppy, Tom.
When are you going to stop interfering?
Well, let me keep the puppy. Come on, Mr. Bonnet. Well, when it's weaned, let me keep it.
All right.
It looks like a little rat.
That's why I want to get rid of it.
One should never judge by first impressions, they say. But somehow, Pilgrim's Rest in 1886 was not the boom town I expected. Excuse me, sir. Have you by any chance got some work for me? Arbeit. The diggers were a doer lot, and not much of a mind to help a young fellow find his feet.
Morning, sir.
Tom Barnes had called me a get-rich-quick adventurer. But he was wrong. My great ambition was to get out of the bank and into Africa, into the real world.
Excuse me, have you got work for me?
After 2 days, I had to acknowledge that the real world was a real disappointment.
Fitzpatrick, is that Irish?
My father was born in Tipperary,
And you?
King Williamstown. My dad was a judge there.
The judge? And you came here to seek your fortune? Maybe a year ago, 6 months even, you would have done all right for yourself here. And now every inch of every creek there's somebody already been there. I reckon we'll all be moving on pretty soon.
Where?
Oh, I don't know. Do you play it?
Well...
When you and I were young, and now we are aged and grey, Maggie, and the trials of life nearly done. But to me you're as fair as you were, Maggie, when you and I were young. Yes, when you and I were young.
So young. I think it's so sad when people are reduced to that stage. Wish they'd stop coming. Nothing.
Still no fortune.
I'll try Macmac.
Nothing much doing up there.
Oh, what about transport riding?
You better come and speak to my boss. His family own the biggest transport business in the Lowveld.
How many trips do you reckon I could do in a season, Tom?
We haven't got the job yet.
No, but all the same.
3, maybe 4, depends on when the rains come. And there's malaria to consider, and fly.
Right. So let's see. If it's 8 shillings a hundredweight and 3 tons of load, so that means you'd be clearing £8 a trip.
Oh, George, you met my young friend Percy Fitzpatrick? He's looking for a job in the transport business. He's just been telling me what we ought to do to make it a more profitable enterprise.
Look, well, I didn't realize it. Transport riding's a tough job. Takes a tough man to do it. You picking up a new wagon at the bay, Tom, means we'll be needing someone for the one you've got now. Supposing Mr. Fitzpatrick goes down with you, learns the ropes. And if he's up to it...
Now, just a minute.
You're on. Come inside.
Let's get one thing straight right from the beginning. He's certainly not coming with me. Hey, boy. You coming?
Yes.
We walk with the sun behind us so they can't see us so good. And when we spot them, keep downwind so they can't smell us.
And we can smell them.
That's right.
What's the best thing to do when following a wounded buffalo?
Get out fast.
Yes, but if there isn't time.
Say your prayers.
You shoot as well. That way we can get two.
Kill one for the pot. That's right and fair. Killing for the sake of killing. It's quite another thing. 150 yards.
Oh, I missed.
Ah, you hit it. Come on. Next to that tree.
I got it, Tom! I got it!
You know you gotta hang the liver around your neck.
Eh?
That's your first kill. You ever gutted anything before?
No, but I know how.
Go on.
Oh, boy. Where do you find the liver?
With the onions.
This one's a gem.
You can never tell. Dogs have got to learn the same as men. Some learn quick, some never learn. Out here, you're only as good as your dog. If you wound a buck and you haven't got a dog to bring it down, you could lose a whole week's meals. Sometimes a dog has got to see it through and be killed. It's his duty, same as a man's.
After 20 days, we reached the Portuguese trading post at Delagoa Bay. A colourful Indian Ocean harbour town, I thought. But Tom insisted it was nothing but a haven for whores, scumbags, and scoundrels.
Multiple macaco. 10. Dos escoltas. All right. Still damn daylight robbery anyway. Me Jim Macoke. Me Zulu. My Shangan are all for the all Shangan.
Jim McO'Kell. Hates young guns. Damn good driver, though. One of the best.
Oh, I need a driver.
Well, not worth it. Only terror when he's drunk. You know how honey badger gets its honey?
No?
You know it's very fond of honey.
Well, I suppose that's why it's called a honey badger.
Oh, it's very clever of you. Anyway, you know the bees make their honey in the hollow of a tree. Now, the only two places a honey badger can be stung, tip of the nose and on its backside.
Where's that?
It's got fur all over the place. Now, it sticks its head under its arm, I guess. Of course, in the nose, you see. And it clamps its tail right close against its backside. And it backs towards the hole. Last minute, it lifts its tail and jabs its backside into the hole and lets off the most terrible fart. Terrible stink.
Barnett. Fought for my baboon one day, what?
I smell his breath from here.
Who is he?
Field cornet seed. Got a place up on the Berg. Supposed to represent law and order.
And what's his job?
Magistrate, tax collector. Something like that.
Sleep, you brute.
Who's that?
Jim Macacel works for Seedling. The big Zulu you saw at the loading yards. Asking for meat. Drink. Women. Always trouble around here.
Right. I'll give you meat.
Why doesn't he fight back?
His army was beaten by the redcoats at Rogue's Drift. Doesn't fight the white man now.
Meat? I'll give you meat. Ow! You want meat, do you?
He's going crazy.
Hold it, son. You don't interfere with the man and his drivers.
You're enjoying your meat, huh?
I had learned that Tom Bonner was right about most things, but somehow to experience man's inhumanity to man and not to do something about it went against the grain. Here. Some water. All right.
Bayat Nkosi, me come work for you. Me Jim Macacel, me catch down live. Macacel me.
It's true. Did seem right to say at the time. Saw the whole thing.
A quarter lion?
By the tail.
Unjalo. Ngaleso sikhathi ngathi ngisemfuleni. Ngawubona ibhubesi leli liqhamuka lapha Nkosi. Ngalibona lebhubesi leli liqeqa umfula. I had to dive into the water. Ngalibamba ngomsila ibhubesi phansi komuntu. Salwa Nkosi. Ngalitosa ibhubesi lithosa phansi komfula. Ngalitosa ngalibamba ngomsila. Laphuma ngaphandle komfula. Ngalibamba. Ngalishayisa phansi ibhubesi lela. Lapha hlanze ukuqopha bonke ibhubesi lela. Lapha Nkosi. Ibhubesi. Me Jim Macacel. Me no Changani. Me not Kefa. Me Zulu.
Well, what do you think, Tom?
Well, if you can stop him drinking and fighting.
I'll give it a chance. All right.
Bayat Nkosi.
The champ, if you want him, is yours. By rights, George should have first choice, but I know how badly you want him.
Oh, thanks, Tom. If it's all the same to you, Tom, I think I'll keep this little one.
The world is full of strange behavior. Every man has to be his own savior. I know I can make it on my own if I try, but I'm searching for a great heart to stand me by underneath the African sky. A great heart to stand me by. stars across the heavens. There's a whispering song of the wind in the grass. There's a rolling thunder across the savannah. A hope and a dream at the edge of the sky. And your life is a story like the wind. Your life is a story like the wind. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart to hold and stand me by. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart under African skies. Sometimes I feel that you really know me. Sometimes there's so much you can show me. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart.
By the summer of that year, Jock's school days were drawing to a close, and it looked like the runt of the litter could make the grade. A year of trekking to the bay and back had taught Jock and I the tricks of the trade. We knew where and how to ford rivers like the Komati, which separates Shangaan territory from that of the Zulu.
Keep them moving! Keep them moving! Don't only find Behave yourself!
Jim Knockakell was a proud Zulu. The turbulent blood of that great fighting nation ran thick in his veins. For him, all other tribes were trash. In particular, he cherished great contempt for the Shangaan and the Chopi.
How far is your home from here, Jim?
I'm not far. Town of Jim Knockakell over there. All these men, they are my brothers.
Well, I've got to leave tomorrow morning. Early.
But we got 3 wives.
I'm sorry, Jim.
You come to Mr. Sidling.
I've got some goods for him.
Mr. Sidling. Oh, oh.
Whose boat is that?
Mr. Sidling, the boat is because of the rain. Nobody will look through the water here. They're all afraid of the Ulunganya.
A ferry service?
Mr. Sidling, oh,
That's very charitable of him.
to go in boat, half a crown.
Half a crown.
No pay, no cross river, half a crown.
It's quite simple. Your dog kills my baboon, I give you £10. But if my baboon kills your dog, you give me 5. Well, how's that for decent odds?
Go on, Baynard, have a go, man.
Come on, Jock. Mr. Seedling.
That's right.
Fitzpatrick. I'm a transport rider for George Barnard.
Ah, George, yes. So, you brought my goods.
I'm outspanned down at the river. If you'd like to send some of your boys.
Sam, whistle up, you bloody manyaman. Sam, go down to the river and bring up the boxes from the ox wagon, and when he gets back, maybe you care for brandy or gin?
Oh, thank you. I have some work to do in my wagon.
Oh, by the way, we are having a sporting contest here. It's, maybe you would like to participate. It's this dog against my baboon. Or maybe you fancy your dog's chances even better. I'm offering good odds.
You have imaginative ways of making money, Mr. Seedling.
It's a fair bet.
I'm referring to your ferry service.
It's the only safe way to cross the river. Ask the Kaffirs.
It'd be far safer if you shot the croc. But a 2 and 6 a crossing. You're onto a good thing. I understand you're a field cornet. I wonder if your superiors in the government know about this.
You just keep your mouth shut.
Oh, if you feel like reporting me to the Transvaal government, go right ahead. It's a long way to Pretoria just to tell them fairy tales about crocodiles. Come on, chaps. Here we go, then. Fair fight. No interference. Well, let the bucket go. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mr. Dupree. Drinks on me, chaps.
Tells me that you're ready to start teaching. You're looking for a post.
I'm hoping to find one here.
Well, with all the big companies moving in, you might soon be back on the map. Morning. Morning, dear.
I hope so.
Absolutely. Don't you remember? 10, 11 months ago, I was pretty down and out. Under a tree out there.
Was that you?
Well, not exactly, no. The young man who you helped was... Well, he had no prospects, no future. An absolutely hopeless case. But it was only a temporary lapse in his fortunes.
I'm happy to hear it.
Still, charity wasn't called for. Well, thank you anyway, for the loan.
It's a pleasure.
Well, I'm in town for a couple of days, and I was wondering... Well, I know it's pretty forward of me, but... Excuse me, sir. Percy Fitzpatrick's the name. Honestbury. Glad to make your acquaintance. Now, I was wondering if you could do us the honor of introducing us.
Toby! Toby! Naughty dog!
You wouldn't bite your dog. He's ready. Have lunch.
Is it yours?
Yes. Jock! Come here. Come on. Come and make friends.
Let's rather keep them apart.
But it's only a matter of proper introduction. Jock! Jock, come here.
Get away, you naughty
Come on. Come here.
Toby!
Now look what you've done.
Guess what, Maggie? This monstrous hound pounced on Lillian Cubitt's defenseless little Toby. She's so upset. Mr. Parit told me.
Lillian who?
Oh, hello.
Oh, well, it looks like we've fallen out of favour, Ollie.
Just curious.
It's understandable. They're cut above the likes of us. Mr. Fitzpatrick and Miss Cubitt.
Miss Cubitt, eh?
She's qualified. She's going to be a teacher.
And, is she attached?
Well, not that I recall.
She'd hardly be interested in one of the diggers.
But a gentleman of standing.
And the son of a judge.
Mr. Fitzpatrick, with your Irish charm and a bunch of flowers, you'd sweep the lady off her feet.
What you say, Jock? Good evening. Good evening, Miss Cubitt.
Mr. Fitzgerald.
Oh, Patrick. My sincere apologies for what happened this morning. My dog has been firmly reprimanded. And he promises never to do it again.
As you said, it was nothing. Just a fright.
I wonder if you'd accept these as a gesture of our atonement. From both of us.
It really isn't necessary.
Well, have them anyway. Just to please me.
Thank you.
I understand that you're about to become a school teacher.
Just as soon as I can find a post.
A noble calling.
That's a bit...
Idealistic? No. No, I disagree.
Would you like to come in?
How kind of you. Very nice.
Just through here.
How long have you been living here, then?
About 3 years, since it was built. George, this is Patrick.
Percy. Percy Fitzpatrick. The squire.
You know each other?
Oh, yes. Mr. Barnard and I are in the same business.
Percy works for me. He's one of my wagon men.
It's part of a survey I'm doing on the economic potential of the Lowveld. And the best way to learn is through practical experience. I'm sure you'll agree, Miss Cubitt.
Of course.
Development needs capital. Now, looking at it from your present circumstances, how do you see your future?
The future belongs to men with drive and imagination. Miss Cubitt understands better than either of us the value of human resources. I'm sure that's part of what inspired you to become a teacher in the first place.
What counts in this business is getting the goods to the receiver and getting them there on time. Are you leaving for Leidenberg at 5 o'clock in the morning? I suggest you get a good night's sleep.
6 hours is more than enough. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps I'd better be going.
I'll have a cup of tea first. I was just about to make some.
Oh, I'd love a cup. Thank you.
Aren't they lovely?
I found them down at the creek.
Daisy, Daisy, may your answer do. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It would be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage, but you will look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle.
What are you doing? I might be wrong, but I think I won it anyway.
How about something Irish?
All right. Oh, Paddy dear, and did you hear the news that's going round? The shamrock is forbid by law to grow on Irish ground. St. Patrick's Day no more to keep, his colour can't be seen. For there's a cruel law again, the wearing of the green. I met with Napper Tandy, and he took me by the hand, and he said, how's poor old Ireland, and how does she stand? She's the most distressful country that ever you have seen. They're hanging men and women there for wearing of the green.
Yachts are all fine. Doesn't rain, it should be back before the end of next week.
Take it easy with the trucker. Last time you got the Marshall brothers all smashed up.
All smashed up.
Okay, Nathan, Marshall, my word, no more breakages!
All right. All right. I look after them like the crown jewels.
On the way back, you'll be going Leidenberg, Sarby, Barberton, and down to the bay. No need to come through here.
No, I'll be coming back here anyway.
Not if you're still working for me.
Well, I'll be coming back to see Lillian. Now, you're the boss, George, and I'll carry out your business orders, but only with regard to business. Now, Lillian's another matter. And if you're not happy with that, well, then you'd better fire me right away. Somebody else can take this lot up to Leidenberg.
All right, Squire. May the best man win.
Well done, you clever dog. Clever boy. Good boy. I think you're the best dog in the whole world. You're a big, strong, clever dog, aren't you?
Good.
Oh, I'm fine. Victor.
How are you?
Well, as you see me. What are you doing in this part of the world?
Resting. I saw you coming. That Jock. What happened to his tail?
Some fellow convinced me it would increase his value. I think it looks quite nice, don't you?
I suppose so. I gotta get myself a piece of land somewhere. I'll raise a few chickens. Leave all the hard work to youngsters like you.
You got anywhere special in mind?
As long as I can still see the mountains. You reckon he's gonna be any good?
Oh, that's for sure. He's brought down his first buck. All right.
Ever tried balancing a kudu across his nose?
Good dog. Good dog.
What you could hear then?
Charles Crossley, the fellow who started Vita. He's building himself a new mansion.
Nice.
This is just for the bathroom. Oh, that's a drinking trough for his poodles. Get out!
Where's Jock?
I shot a kudu. Jock went after him. I don't know.
I'll go look for him.
Never find him. All through that long, long night, I could not help but blame my own stupidity. For a dog to down a small buck like an impala is one thing, but a large, powerful antelope like a kudu could run for miles and never fall. And what worried me more was predators with good night sight. What chance would a dog have against a leopard or a lion?
Jock! Where have you been, my dog?
A little blighter, you. We've been up all night worrying about you.
I'll get some of the dog.
Is anybody else?
Jock!
What happened here, Jock? Boy? What happened last night? Good boy. Good boy.
Two independent assessors have valued your span of oxen, one at £146 and the other one at £150. And I've made out the loan for £150. And that'll be repayable over 4 years at 4% interest, if that's acceptable to you.
Right.
You know, this is a good time for a young fellow to be setting up on his own. Pilgrim's Rest has got a new lease of life. Barberton's on the move. It'll be somewhere else next.
Jock,
Can I carry your books for you, miss?
as long as you don't think it'll get you to the top of the class.
It can't do any harm to stay on the right side of teacher.
Oh, I don't allow myself to have any favorites.
Oh, come on, everybody does. It's only human. So, finally got your post?
Yes. Pilgrim's Rest is becoming quite grand. It's so exciting. Did you know there's even going to be a stock exchange? Well, everyone's talking about buying shares.
Well, Peter, that's the one.
George reckons clever.
Yes, I reckon they salted it.
Whatever one of you says, the other's bound to say the opposite. My best course is to ignore you both.
Has George asked you to marry him? Well, the only way to find something out is to ask.
Yes.
You're not wearing an engagement ring. I suppose you wanted to keep your options open.
What a cheek.
Well, you can't say it's not true, Lillian. I won't believe you. I love you, Lillian.
So does George.
Well, what about you?
Hasn't he grown into a lovely dog? Hello, George.
Well, Squire?
George.
You can't say I've stood in your way.
Well, it's high time you had some real competition. I know why you sold me that outfit. You're hoping that I go bankrupt, and then you get it all back again.
Of course.
It's only the beginning, you know. So what are you drinking?
Nothing, thanks. I want to make you an alternative offer. Look, you're on your own with one wagon. Doesn't amount to much. Come in with me.
You talking about a partnership?
Yes.
I appreciate the offer, George. But I prefer to be my own boss.
I think you're making a mistake. We'll see.
Are you sure the opposition can't get you a drink?
No, thanks. I'm on my way to see somebody.
Maggie.
He used to work in a bank. Now I suppose you want to own one.
Oh, one step at a time, love.
I think this calls for some champagne.
I think you're absolutely right.
Well, I always did fancy him.
Never as much as now, though. I wonder why, eh?
There's a magic lantern show on at the church hall tomorrow evening. The natural wonders of the world. Have you heard of Dr. Ivan Shavinsky? He's an explorer. I thought we'd take your mother. Lillian?
Percy Fitzpatrick's in town.
And?
He was waiting for me after school. He leaves again on Wednesday, and I told him I couldn't see him tonight.
So that leaves tomorrow. Oh, he's going to be coming and going quite a bit now.
I expect so.
Does that mean... What does it mean?
I honestly don't know.
Lillian, Amy Featherstone's down with influenza. I'm just taking over some hot soup.
Bye, Mother.
You like him, don't you?
Yes, I do.
How much?
George, please.
More than me?
George.
Just tell me, Lillian.
I hardly know him. I don't know. He amuses me. I enjoy his company. I honestly don't know.
You're not the only one who enjoys his company. I've just seen him with one of the barmaids down at the Marble Arch. He's a charmer, Lillian. A nice bloke. Everybody likes him. Me too. He's also a big talker.
What do you mean he was with one of the barmaids?
Maggie Maguire, I've just seen them.
Well, seen them what?
Together, you know. Kissing.
You're telling tales behind his back.
I'm not lying to you, Lillian.
I'm surprised at you, George. I didn't think you'd stoop to
I'm
that.
telling you, I've just seen them.
Whatever you saw, I think you're exaggerating to suit
And
you.
forget about Maggie Maguire. He's just talked the bank into lending him over £100 to start up in a business he knows just about nothing about. Fine, good luck to him. The point I'm making, don't be dazzled by the Irish charm.
Percy? Are you leaving without so much as a goodnight kiss?
Well, you were surrounded by admirers.
That's no excuse. Besides, the only one that matters is you.
Oh, come on, Maggie.
Well, you're always too distracted to notice. I suppose you're off to keep a rendezvous this very moment.
No, I'm off to get an early night.
Well, I can be finished by 11.
I've been up since 5. I'm absolutely pushed.
All right. I'll let you off. But only temporarily, mind. Good night, Percy.
Good night, Maggie. Maggie Maguire. I think she's in love with me. And then there's Lillian. But, as my father used to say, the only way to find something out is to ask, "Hey, Jock, oh, you agree?" You agree with everything I say, don't you? That's why I have such a high regard for your opinion. Good afternoon, Mrs. Cubit. Is Lillian in? She is expecting me.
She's ill, I'm afraid.
Well, can I come in anyway?
She's sleeping.
Oh, nothing serious, I hope.
Influenza, there's a lot of it around.
I see. Well, perhaps later.
I don't think she'll be up to seeing anyone.
I am going down to the coast tomorrow morning, and I won't be back till the middle of next month. I wonder if you'll tell her that for me.
I'll tell her.
Thank you. Well, that's a funny way to greet a friend.
Fitz! Must have shot at least 6 of them. Still losing chickens. Welcome to my estate, Fitz.
It's nice to see you, Tom.
Chickens, geese, beans. The beanie's over there.
It's all looking good.
A bit dry at the moment. Doesn't leak.
What about when it rains?
Oh, yeah, everybody's leaving Pilton's Rest and making for Barberton.
Ah, the diggers are all leaving. George is setting up a new depot there. Pilgrim's is booming too, though, now that they've started mining. They're already 300 feet into the mountain. Anybody with a wagon, span of oxen, stands to make a packet. You hear about Bill Saunderson?
That's Jock. Get him away from there.
Oh, he won't touch them.
If he goes for them, I'll shoot him.
If he does, I won't stop you.
Get him away, Fitz.
That's a boy.
That's what I call a dog.
I should see him hunting.
Good, eh?
Good. He's the best in the Lowveld. He's kept us alive for weeks.
Has he ever brought a kudu down?
Oh, isn't he just?
you doing here?
I got wagon. There's so much money to be made, I couldn't stay away. What are you going to have, Fitz?
Oh, no. I'll be back later.
Where was this claim you saw?
What an iPhone. Funny sounding place. Bit of a tongue twister. The Wick Walkers ran. What?
You're looking stunning tonight, Lillian. You really are.
Thank you.
Your mother's waiting for us at the table.
You have absolutely no right to step in like that.
You know? It's been a week now.
Zij veel beter als hij wil werken. Kan hij met mij komen gezels.
Ik ben u bijna dank verschuldigd, meneer.
George, I only just arrived. The first I heard about you and Lillian was after I danced with her. And I can't imagine why she should prefer you to me. But you're a very lucky man, George. Congratulations. Thank you. I hope you're very happy together. I'm sure you will be. It's not the transport riders who are making the profit. It's the traders.
So you're going to buy your own goods. That's a lot of credit.
Well, it helps to have an honest face. I'm also convinced I can push out the profits by taking a shorter route. You ever heard of Pettigrew's Road?
It's fever country and thick with fly.
Ever met anyone who's taken it?
Can't say I have.
Well, there we go, you see. Someone's put out a story and everybody's believed it.
There's got to be fly down there.
Well, I'll find out where the belts are, and I'll rush them by night.
Bakukubi kabi ngaleso sikhathi. Bakukubi ngempela ngaleso sikhathi ngiyakutshela. Ngizanganzani mina? Ngoba nginabalo mina. Awu kuthi. Kekela ku. Awu kuthi kolele. Kolele bandla kuthi. Kolele kakuthi kolele bandla. Awu kuthi kolele bo. Ngixolele manje. Angingaphinda futhi ngikwenze lokho kuwe. Mama Mo! Mama Mo!
Jim? What happened?
He also got his police boys to confiscate Jim's goats, his cattle, even his property. Said they were fines.
Oh, we want him for fraud.
Which way did he go?
South. But we'll find him.
Good luck.
Thanks.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Which way did he go?
South.
I think you're lying.
He went south.
Go.
You man, south.
Which way did he go?
Keep him away.
All right, where did he go?
East. I don't know the low belt. Pretty Blues Road. Get him away. Get away.
What about the tsetse fly?
Well, there are two fly belts. One here, one there. I can ration them by night. Be out of the belt by dawn.
Water?
There's Lowe's Creek, Port. Well, there's been plenty of rain.
It would be a fever pit.
That's a difference of over 50 miles.
I reckon I'll stick to the old road. What do you reckon, George?
I'm going.
Oh, we'll see you back in the pub, Fitz.
Well, by the time you get to the pub, I'll be halfway back to the bay.
If he's right.
If he's wrong, you get wiped out. Everything you got on that wagon, you got on credit.
I'd like to come along. On my own, without my wagons. How would you feel?
It'll be a pleasure.
Well, just to have a look. Tom, you can take care of the extra wagons.
Now, that's what I call playing it safe.
I'll see you, Ben!
Choosing Pettigrew's Road was risky, but my real reason for trying the shortcut was to track Seedling down. He had a farm on the edge of the tsetse belt, and I was sure that that's where he had gone.
I understand the 14th of June is a big day.
Yeah.
You planning a big do?
No. Lillian's mother is. It'll be all right.
I envy your bride to be, George. I can't say the same thing about your mother-in-law.
Will you come along?
Is that an official invitation?
Of course it is.
If I'm in town, I'd be delighted. Coffee? I've always hated a drop of brandy in it.
Bloody good idea.
We got what we need, Jock. Go and play. Go on, it's all right. Go and have a bit of a run, you crazy dog, you. Jock. You all right? Just out for the count? You old prize fighter, you. Hey, with big boys. You're going to get hurt.
Him not right.
Oh, he's fine. Absolutely fine, aren't you, boy?
No, him not right.
Well, ain't took quite a knock on the head. There we are. Hey, boy. Jock. Jock. Jock.
He's deaf.
Jock.
Oh.
Jock. Jock.
Yebo mfana omncane.
I'm so sorry, Jock.
Jock's deafness was the first of many disasters to befall us on that fateful trip. Pettigrew's Road traversed a region infested by tsetse fly, carrier of that dreaded sleeping sickness, the stock farmer's scourge. The plan was to take the tsetse blot at night so that the cattle would not get stung.
It's tsetse fly.
It's supposed to be safe at night. Come on, let's get out quickly. Go! Go! Come on! Are you all right, George?
Yeah.
Why did you ride on the wagon?
Turn back, man.
Are you ill?
I'm all right.
Come on, get them going!
Not too heavy, Nkosi. They sink.
get you up onto the wagon.
Okay, Bokal Chamlut Roman. Oh.
George. Sorry to eat.
Oi. Bokal, come on.
Ask him, Danky. I want to ask the children down at the river. Ask everyone you see. Where is she?
All right, George. All right.
What have you done with her?
Who? Millions in Pilgrim's Rest.
She was here now. Get to your bastard. She was here now.
We buried George as best we could, below a simple cross and a bed of rocks to keep the hyenas at bay. There was not much else we could do.
Jock!
One, two, and through the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. He left it dead, and with its head he went galumphing back. And hast thou slain the Jabberwock? Come to my arms, my beamish boy.
Oh, frabjous day, Callooh, he chortled in his joy. 'Twas brilliant, and the slithy tove stood...
Excuse me.
Carry on reading quietly by yourselves, children.
George came with me to Pettigrews Road. Got the fever. Died. I'll take you home.
Jump on the nut to wet them up.
Thanks, Philip.
The Lord works in strange ways, Lillian. You must always look to the light, not to the darkness.
Imagine if you were already married and had children.
I'll call you, Jim.
Thanks for the oxen.
Oh, I have no need of them now. Godspeed, Jim.
Ngiyabonga Nkosi. Sala kahle. Jock. Jock. Bayethe Nkosi.
February.
Hey, hlangani profetana. Awubheka lesifutha mashangane le. Uyena mama kumkhetha le. Angeke ngenza lutho. Amdadele. Woi!
I'd asked Jim to retrieve the wagon if he could, but in my heart I knew my Bushveld days were gone. With a heavy heart, I returned to the bank as much as a penance, as a means to forget the events of the last few weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Anything else?
Morning.
Morning.
1.5 ounces.
Right.
Saw your dog outside.
Oh, must be lunchtime then.
Damn clever dog, that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You.
Is he all right?
He's fine. Fine, it's just... he couldn't hear, that's all. You're leaving?
Leidenberg.
For good?
For a time.
Lillian?
Must you?
Drive on.
Trouble with thieving dogs?
Yeah.
Jock will take care of them.
I'll take good care of him.
It's not safe for him in the town, and I hate tying him up. Come on, Jock. Here we are, my boy. Come here. Come on. Come here, my boy. All right. It's my boy.
You'll be coming by, won't you?
Oh, yes. As soon as I can. Oh, sorry, Jock. Thanks, Tom.
Right, thanks.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Jock! Jock! So what decided you to come back? Was it me?
You really are the cheekiest man I've ever met.
Well, I can't think of a better reason.
I can't either.
Jock can be our best man.
What?
At our wedding.
But you haven't asked me yet.
Well, we'll come back to that later. No, seriously. What do you think?
Percy.
Well, we'll have to get him a decent suit, of course.
Well, have you asked him?
Oh, no, I haven't. What do you say we go to Tom Ballard's place together? We can get his measurements, shoe size. Please.
Jock. Middle of the night, I heard a dog go into the fowl house. Went to fetch my rifle.
Oh, he went for the chickens?
No, not Jock. Jock killed the thief in the fowl house. He started to come out and I didn't recognize him. I'm sorry.
Strange behavior. Every man has to be his own savior. I know I can make it on my own if I try, but I'm searching for a great heart to stand me by underneath the African sky. A great heart to stand me by. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart to hold and keep me by. Searching for the spirit of the great heart under African skies. There's a highway of stars across the heavens. There's a whispering song of the wind in the grass. There's a rolling thunder across the savannah. A hope and a dream at the edge of the sky. And your life is a story like the wind. Your life is a story like the wind. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart.